consciously achieving the out-of-body condition, why is it so hard to attain exteriorization, or simpler said, the out-of-body condition? To understand this matter, one must know that he is not a physical body, but in essence, an immaterial being that basically exists separate from the body. Living animal bodies are endowed with life force, and so are human ones. The difference between them is that human bodies are also inspired by human spirits, which are gifted with a conscience and the ability to reason. Animals are only driven by instincts, urges and desires because it is programmed in the life force. These influences are exerted by the life force of human bodies as well. But a human spirit could consider whether it would be sane or right to obey them in every case. Why human spirits deem themselves to be a living body is because they have once identified themselves with life force. And as long as they are unable to remember that agreement, they will keep on reincarnating into a human body, over and over again. The ability for a human spirit to observe the life reality from an out-of-body condition is basically an inherent quality. It was completely natural before the spirit united itself with life force and started to experience the life reality only through the impressions of life force caused by the physical nature forces that act on the living body. Also, the activities of and inside the body causes motion of the life force. And so there is always friction and unrest within the life force by which the human spirit keeps on being disturbed and distracted. If the life force would come to a complete rest, the human can be able to become disconnected and so perceive out of body, but only as he is sufficiently aware. When the body is in sleep mode, a part of the life force is disconnected by the pineal gland of the brain. Then the human spirit can partially be in the out-of-body condition. But if he is not aware enough, he will be unable to experience it. Through meditation, by silencing the mind, by disentangling it from the influence of the life force, one can achieve a broader awareness. But to master the art of intentional exteriorization in that way, could take years up to decades of devotedly occupying concentrated meditation. The fastest, easiest and the most efficient way to get the mind ending up in complete stillness is when the body switches to the condition of being clinically dead. Because then the life force becomes completely separated from the body. And so there can no longer be caused unrest through the body in the life force. Consequently, the mind will not be disturbed anymore either. However, even though this condition makes the spirit far more receptive for out-of-body perception than when his body is in sleep mode, he will still be unable to experience it, if he is not sufficiently aware. And, needless to say, to deliberately cause a temporal condition of being clinically dead for a human body should not be preferred. So one should come to a broader awareness, and there is an accurate method to achieve it. To come to a lasting brother awareness is to undo confused life force. Confused life force has converted itself from original life force due to corporeal damage that the body underwent in the past. And all these incidents need to be relived mentally multiple times and analyzed thoroughly to get the confusion of the life force in question to become undone. To restore confused life force back to its original quality demands discipline because of the nasty sensation that is brought about by reliving a painful incident. But one just ought to keep proceeding, as the sensation will reduce bit by bit until it is completely gone. Then they should go through the specific incident once or twice more to be sure. And so one must deal with all painful incidents of the past. Subsequent, the human spirit will gradually gain more control over its life force instead of the other way round. And so one will become more and more aware, by which he will automatically regain his inherent spiritual abilities, like telepathy, clairvoyance, being able to consciously experience an out-of-body condition.